The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrex Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium for senior night here for the 2022-23 basketball season. Girard Trojans welcome in the Baxter Springs Lions tonight. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me, Jess Murphy. And, man, it's been a run, Jess, but only a couple games left here in the regular season. Tonight against Baxter, and then Tuesday night on the road at Colgan, and then the following week Sub-State. And it's gone by pretty quick, I got to say.
Yeah, it seems like just yesterday we was wrapping up football and volleyball season, and we just got started on the basketball, and we kind of visited about how long this basketball season can get. But, man, it did fly by, and here we are towards the very end of it.
Girard Sports Live is brought to you by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Well, Trojans come into tonight's game on the girls' side. 7-11, they're sitting at the number 6 seed in Sub-State. We'll talk about that a little bit. Baxter Springs 0-15, still looking for their first win of the season. Therefore, they are the number 8 seed heading into that Girard 3A Sub-State. Like I said, we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show coming up on the other side of the break. The Trojans getting ready to play host to the Baxter Springs Lions. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Crocan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crocan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crocan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crocan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans getting set to play host to the Baxter Springs Lions. Our pregame show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, Jess, this Baxter Springs team, Trojan girls beat them by 20 last time they played back on the 3rd of January. Yet to find a win this season, and Trojans fighting for that sub-state seeding. You got to think that we're going to see a lot of girls get into the game here tonight on senior night.
Yeah, I would think so. Of course, there's not a lot of seniors on the roster, but
just 3.
Yeah, I would think that maybe it'd be some time, or the flip side of that could be time to maintain that rotation and get some good quality minutes and maybe get some confidence on this 8 or so that Brad rotates through there.
Well, a lot of important games going on down the stretch here to sub-state. Let's take a look at some of our area matchups tonight. They're brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue. In downtown Girard, Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. Well, there were some big games last night. In our sub-state, Cherryvale got the win 58-36 over Eureka, and Riverton topped Southeast 50-43. Going on tonight, Erie is at Caney Valley. That's one to keep your eye on. Caney's down towards the bottom of the bracket on the boys' side. Chanut's at Coffeyville Field Kinley. Pleasanton's at Southeast. Northeast travels to Oswego. Galena is at Columbus. That's one to keep your eye on tonight.
Big game, yeah.
Those are the top 2 teams in the sub-state, and they're likely to meet in that sub-state semifinal because they're both on the top side of that bracket, and that would be the first time that they meet.
Right.
So,
and both sister stations, so I'm not telling you to switch over, but both Galena and Columbus Sports Live.
Yep, they'll have that game.
That'll be a good game.
Tonight. It'll be a good one. Colgan's on the road at Frontenac, so a grudge match there. Labette County's at Atchison up in the northeast corner of the state. Uniontown is at St. Paul. Independence is at Parsons. Rivalry game as Fort Scott travels to Pittsburgh. And those are your matchups going on around the area tonight. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll look forward to sub-state, talk some keys to the game, starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off from here in Girard. Trojans taking on the Baxter Springs Lions. You're watching Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans getting set to host the Baxter Springs Lions. Trojans are 7-11 on the girls' side. Baxter Springs coming into the game 0-15. Still looking for their first win of the season. Trojans topped the Lions by 20 back on January 3rd. So that only matters because of sub-state seeding. And on the girls' side, here's the latest standings. And you remember they divide that bracket into the top four and then the bottom four. So right now, the Trojans sitting in 6th place in that bracket would play Caney Valley, the 5-13 Bullpups, in the first round, then would take on the winner of Galena and Baxter Springs. And the Trojans have already swept the Bulldogs in the season series this year and won both of those games pretty handily, Jess. So you think that seeding, if as it sits right now for the Trojans, and you look at Galena's schedule, and they got 2 very winnable games, or I take that back. Yeah, I think they have 2 very winnable games coming up on their schedule. I'll double check on that, but I know they play Southeast and then someone else.
But either way,
right. I think that's everybody stays right where they are, basically, as we head into the sub-state bracket, and that would mean that the Trojans would play Caney Valley and then play the winner of Galena and Baxter Springs
for a chance at the
championship game.
Yes.
So on the girls' side, honestly, even though the Trojans don't have as good a record, the Trojan girls don't have as good a record as far as the bracket for sub-state goes. They're in I think, a more favorable position than the boys.
They've got a lot easier road to go.
Now let's take a look. I know we're just talking about the girls, but let's take a look at that boys bracket. And you see here the Trojans sitting in 4th place, and honestly, you're better off being in 5th or 6th
Anytime.
than you are
Yes.
being in 4th place in that bracket, because that means a first-round matchup with Galena, and Galena has swept the Trojans so far this year, and they seem to kind of have Girard's number. It'd be nice to end up in the bottom half of that bracket and then let that top half sort itself out.
Beat themselves up.
And then play whoever comes out of it.
Right.
Because there's a chance that Columbus team or maybe even a Cherryvale squad might pull one out, an upset. Trojans could do it as well.
Exactly.
But it's an easier road, I think, if they're the number 5 seed as opposed to the number 6 or the number 4 seed.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening. The Trojans play Baxter tonight, and then Colgan, who they've already beaten once or twice, I believe, handily. And this will be the 3rd time these teams have faced off this season. The boys, I think, 2nd time maybe. The first one was just a girls' game.
Right.
So it'll be the 2nd time for the boys. Trojans won the first one here in Girard, and then Tuesday night at Colgan. And you think the Trojans probably win both of those games, so they don't go anywhere.
Nope.
As far as that seeding goes on the boys' side, and you're looking at a first-round matchup against Galena here in Girard.
How lucky can we be?
Yeah, you work hard. You try to end up in 1st. Instead, you end up in 4th, and then you end up
playing the first place.
Playing the first place team in the first round at Sub-State. Tough draw for the Trojans on the boys' side.
But you're going to have to beat them eventually to get to where we want to go anyway. So whether you beat them first or beat them last, it doesn't matter.
Well, my thought is you'd like a couple other teams to have a crack at them. And then,
wear them down.
And then maybe we get them.
Right.
All right, let's step away for another break. We'll come back, talk keys to the game, starting lineups as we move closer to tip-off from here in Girard. Trojans and the Baxter Springs Lions coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans getting set to take on the Baxter Springs Lions, and We mentioned that the Lions winless coming into this game. They're the last seed in the Girard sub-state here coming up in a couple of weeks. Trojans sitting at 7-11. They're the number 6 seed. They play Caney Valley in the first round of the tournament. And just Trojans tonight on the girls' side, I think you just want to, they dropped their last 4 ball games. I think you just want to see them run their stuff and execute tonight and just play with some confidence here as we finish this season with the last 2 games here, because we know Tuesday night's going to be pretty rough at the Fieldhouse against Colgan.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Josh, that that's what they need to do is control the ball, get that offense, get some of the kinks worked out of it to where they can move that ball around, limit their unforced errors, those turnovers in the backcourt, those weak passes across the court, some of that stuff that's kind of haunted them through the year. And by golly, let's make some baskets.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate Eddy have decades of experience getting folks into the right vehicle for their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highways 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. All right, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Eva Hawkins, or Robin Hawkins or Ava Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First for the visiting Baxter Springs Lions, they'll start number 4, sophomore guard Chloe Turley. Number 14, sophomore Olivia Edmondson. Number 22, freshman Micah Adams. Number 32, sophomore Chesney Billings. And number 35, sophomore Lily Kennard. The Trojans, a familiar starting 5 for Coach Herlocker. A lot of changes in that lineup early in the season due to injury and illness, but lately he's had some consistency in that lineup at least. He'll start 5'9" senior Emmeline Sinnegate, 5'6" senior Bailey Troike, 5'6" senior Danica Lopez, 5'5" junior Riley Brooks, and 5'9" junior Hayden Buckley. And you heard those 3 seniors will be honored tonight, along with seniors on the boys' side here tonight. Are they doing that between games? Or is that
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, okay. We'll have that, of course, for you whenever it happens here on Girard Sports Live. I guess this is a good time, Jess, to go ahead and take our final break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Trojans getting set to host the Baxter Springs Lions. We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off. We'll step away. We'll be right back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage, Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
So welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. That's the Girard Pep Band performing our national anthem. We gave you the Reflections earlier this year. And so we figured, hey,
why not?
Why not show the band doing their thing? Now getting set to introduce the starting lineups. We got that done for you before the break. Trojans coming into today's game 7-11 on the girls' side. Baxter 0-15. Trojans currently sit in the number 6 spot in the sub-state bracket. That's unlikely to change. I did promise Jess that I was going to look at Galena's schedule. I'll figure it out here. Yeah, Galena's got a home game against Columbus Friday night.
On the girls' side?
Yeah.
That could be a tough one for them.
And then Tuesday night, they've traveled to Southeast. So at Columbus, at Southeast to finish the year for Galena. And they've already beat Columbus once this season. They beat them 47-39. Back on January 24th. So that one's unlikely to change as well. And that really is the only team that could move into Girard's slot or that we could change places with. So I think that one's pretty much set. So Your first round matchup will be Galena against Baxter and Girard against Caney Valley on that bottom side of that bracket.
But even if it happens, we just slide up
one
to
spot.
the top
We're
of
still
the bottom of the bracket.
Right. Then we're playing Baxter again.
Right.
In a week or so. Yeah.
But there's no way I don't think the girls can jump to the top of the bracket.
No, and honestly, I don't see our boys team moving much from that 4 spot that they're in right now.
Able to drop into the bottom bracket where they
unless they totally mail it in, which, if I'm a Wiley coach, I might do that. I might hand Coach Cheon a win and hand Baxter a win and see where it shakes out.
Yeah.
But
you can't
that's not going to happen. So if Vegas was running the show, that
possibly
could make it happen.
Not saying things are scripted.
Syndicate tips it off. Troika controls our opening tip, brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard.
Riley Brooks for
Riley
3.
Brooks hits a 3 to start things out for the Trojans. A quick start for Girard. Didn't get through Larrett Ceramics spot here. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. On the other end, Edmondson with it. She'll kick it up top to Chloe Turley now. Billings with it. Back to Edmondson, trying to go over the top, tipped away, and Buckley comes away with it for the Trojans. She'll hit the brakes and pull up for a 3, just off the mark. Rebound tipped around, Syndicate in a crowd of red, and the rebound's first going to be controlled by Baxter, but then Lopez ties up Micah Adams. It'll stay with Baxter by way of the possession arrow. Trojans applying some full court pressure here on the Lions, and there's a turnover. Trojans trying to jump out ahead her early, I think, Jess, and put this one to bed. Coming out with the full court pressure on a team like Baxter that doesn't really handle it very well. And that one tied up inside and they're going to shoot free throws on that? Where's the shot attempt? But nonetheless, Syndicate's going to head to the line, and they're going to whistle Chloe Turley with the foul. That's her first team foul on Baxter. I don't know how you do free throws when there wasn't even a shot, but Syndicate misses the first one. So that's just good sportsmanship by Emmeline. She knows. Hits a second. Trojans out to an early 4-0 lead. Keep the pressure on. Is Turley able to break it across half court, but then throws it away to Riley Brooks. A lot of contact there. Brooks comes out of it with the dribble. Down the lane, steps through off the glass, and good. 5 points early for Riley Brooks. And the Trojans out to a 6-0 lead. Almost another turnover as Turley needs help, and she walked with it. Just kind of leaned into Lopez and then took a seat. And this is a very young and inexperienced Baxter team. That's why they've had their struggles this year. Freshmen, sophomores. Lopez for 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Buckley. She saves it in, tipped around, and Lopez comes away with it. Troiki on the wing. 3 on the way from Brooks, no good. Back iron. Ball tipped away, back to Brooks. To Buckley. She'll pull the trigger on a 15-footer off the iron. No good. Rebound. Edmondson. She'll bring it up herself. High speed down the floor. Off the glass and good. Trojans don't get back. And Olivia Edmondson beats them down the floor and cuts the Trojan lead to 4. There's a foul on the baseline. And I think it's just going to be on the floor. Yep. There was more of a shot attempt there.
Number 35, Lily Conrad, first personal Baxter, team foul number 2.
Emily Schoon checks in, replacing Chesney Billings.
Syndicate.
Wow.
Little inbound play under the basket.
Tell you what, you look down for a second. It's 3 points for Syndicate. Trojan lead is 6. Turley with it on the wing, looking down low, gets it down to Schoon. Shot no good by Adams, and here come the Trojans as Syndicate picks up a dribble right at half court. Now Troike will set up the half court offense. Over to wide open Riley Brooks for 3, short. And Brooks tracks down the long rebound, swings it around to Lopez on the near wing. Thought about it. Trojans working it around the perimeter. 2-3 zone being played by Baxter. The rebound comes down to Edmondson. She gets it away to Schoon. Now Turley with it. Baxter struggling to get it across half court. It's stolen away by Troike. Off the glass and good. First bucket for Bailey Troike. Trojans by 8. Timeout on the floor. Baxter wants to talk it over. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And Jess, Trojans coming out aggressive with that full court defense, and so far it's created a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, Baxter's, you can kind of see why maybe they're 0-15 on the season, but Trojans defense doing a good job of getting in the passing lane and picking their pockets, and the only falter was they didn't get back on one long rebound and let Baxter run the court on them. So far so good.
Last time these teams played, I believe the Trojans won by a lot, almost 40. I think it was 60-something to 20. I have to go back and look at that. I got it here on this handy scrawled notepad of mine. Last time they played, yeah, Trojans won 63 to 20 over Baxter, so 43-point margin. Truly to inbound. Pass stolen away by Riley Brooks. And we can say she stepped out of bounds, and they'll give it back to Baxter. Pass over the top, tipped away, out of bounds. Last touch by Troike. It'll stay with Baxter. Now they'll inbound from in front of the Trojan bench.
Working it down the court, though.
That's right, matriculating. Get it into Edmondson. Her pass picked off by Troike. Trojans are off and running. Ahead to Kester, off the glass, no good. Rebound Troike, and her putback is good. 4 points for Bailey Troike, and the Trojans by 10. Edmondson in trouble now, being guarded by Peyton Brooks. And she's fouled by Kester going down the floor. First foul on the Trojans tonight. First one's off the mark.
Returning the lineup for Baxter, 22 Micah Adams and 32 Chesney Billings.
Adams and Billings check in, replacing Schoon and Conrad. Or Kennard, I'm sorry. Second shot is good. Cuts the lead to 9. 3:54 to play here, first quarter. Brooks open on the wing. She'll drive baseline, and they got a charge against Brooks as she goes into Sydney Charles.
Bowled her way right through there.
Second team foul on the Trojans. First on Riley Brooks. In the line, Syndicate will take a seat. Bailey Bradshaw checks into the game for Girard. Bradshaw gets the interception and then loses it out of bounds. It'll go back to Baxter Springs. Kester chasing Edmondson down the floor. And she's going to be called for a carry.
Huh.
Where was this crew last week?
You can call those.
Yeah. Trojans with it now on the offensive end, off the turnover. Troike with the top of the key around to Riley Brooks. Kind of loses her footing over there, right in front of the Girard student section. And they'll swing it near side to Kester. She'll hoist the three. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Peyton Brooks. Back to Kester. Kester into the lane, step through, throws one up, won't go. Tipped away. And it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Girard. Lopez in for Troike. And Turley will sit as Kennard enters the game. That one lost out of bounds. It'll stay with Baxter. Pass deflected. It'll be Girard basketball. Last touched by Charles. Both teams kind of gone cold here of late. Trojans lead it by 9. Brooks will hoist the three. She hits. 8 points for Brooks. Timeout Baxter, 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Coach Roberts wants to talk it over with his squad. But biggest lead of the night now for the Trojans is 12. And you don't see him really pounding it down low too much, Jess. It's just a kind of a three-point shooting contest so far.
Yep, they made a free throw or two and got
transition.
Got some transition layups and just kind of taking advantage of what Baxter's given them here so far early in this ball game.
The Trojans have played a pretty tough schedule this year on the girls' side, Jess. You play Colgan 3 times. That's a tough schedule.
That's a tough schedule, and then Anderson County was...
They were tough. Nevada was tough.
Yep.
Scott was tough.
Yep, so they've been challenged.
Our Chanute team was tough.
Yep.
And this not quite the level of competition that they're used to facing here, but this Baxter team will get better, especially if these girls stay at it. They got years to improve. I mean, you got freshmen out there on the floor tonight, so they keep going at it here over the next few years. Baxter could have a pretty decent or experienced team.
Yep, and that's a lot of times that's what it takes, is just minutes on the court,
taking your licks.
Yep.
Rebound by Brooks. Trojans pushing the other way. Lopez open. In and out with the three. And they're going to get a foul, I believe, on Peyton Brooks. Nope. Maddie Kester. That's 2 on Maddie. Third team foul on Girard. Hayden Buckley checks back into the lineup, replacing Riley Brooks, I believe. Shot on the way from Charles is good, a long 2. They gave her a 3 on that?
No, just give her 2.
Pass over the top to Kester, and she's fouled down low. I think they're going to get Edmondson with this one. Yep. Third team foul on Baxter. That's Edmondson's first. Emmeline Sinnecott and Bailey Troike back into the game for Peyton Brooks and Maddie Kester. Buckley take the 3, no good. Rebound, Bradshaw. Put back no good, but she's fouled. She'll head to the line. Got Charles with that one. That's her first. Fourth team foul on Baxter. Bradshaw's first trip to the line tonight. Hits the first one.
Returning the lineup for Baxter 24, Emily Schoon.
Schoon checks into the game, replacing Edmondson, who sits with a foul. Second shot no good. Rebound Syndicate. Her putback no good. A lot of contact, but they're going to say it was clean, and it'll be out of bounds to Baxter.
Checking into the game for Girard, number 35.
Bradshaw will sit. Erica Boatman into the game for the first time tonight. Full court pressure being applied. They get it across half court. Adams gives it up to Billings. Now back to Adams. Charles with it, trying to get it down low, gets it to Billings, working against Boatman. Loses a dribble and her footing. Shot no good, rebound Boatman. And the Trojans off and running, ahead to Syndicate. Down the lane, into traffic, lots of contact, takes the foul, and she'll head to the line. Foul goes on Micah Adams. That's her first. 15 foul. Emmeline's first shot, no good. Turley checks in, replacing Adams. Emmeline's second shot off the mark. She's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. 3 points for Syndicate. And almost stolen by Lopez. Turley with it, being guarded by Troike. Get it out to Billings. And her pass off the mark, stolen by Syndicate. Emmeline down the lane, stepping through, off the glass, no good. Rebound Buckley, lost the dribble, got it back. Out to Lopez, open for 3, off the mark. And they're going to get it over the back foul on Emmeline Syndicate. Yep. That's her first, fourth team foul on Girard. They're going to get a reach there on Danica Lopez. Fouls stacking up here at the end of the first quarter. Pass deflected, picked off by Boatman. Her shot no good, but she's going to head to the line right before the buzzer. You're going to get the foul on Charles. That's her second.
Yeah, they'll probably pull Baxter off, and she'll have an open court to shoot her 2 free throws with.
Boatman hits the first. Her first point of the night. And she hits the second. You know, Jess, sometimes it's harder when nobody's out there. All right, Trojans lead it by 13. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Trojans with the ball to start the second quarter, leading it by 13 over the Baxter Springs Lions. Lopez with it up top to Troike in the wing. Cutting through is Lopez underneath. And she's in a lot of traffic, and she's fouled over the back. I think they're going to get Edmondson with this one. That'll be her second. And it is. That'll send Lopez to the line for the 1-and-1. First shot no good off the back iron. Rebound battled for, held ball. Possession arrow favors Baxter. Boatman comes up with the steal. And they're going to get Edmondson with the foul. Picks up her third quickly. She's going to have to sit. And Chesney Billings will check into the game for Baxter. And it'll send Erica Boatman to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Boatman hit 2 free throws alone out on the floor to end the first quarter. Hits the first here. Second one short.
We'll get a lane violation.
Got a lane violation, and Eric will get another shot at it. You don't want to give her another shot,
I
Jess.
wouldn't think so.
This one's short as well. And Turley tracks down the rebound. Girard with it. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Troike. Trojans push ahead. Syndicate gets away with a walk. And shot no good. Boatman's putback no good. Syndicate with the rebound, but it's poked away. And it ends up with Lopez. Trojans will reset in the half court. A wild and woolly exchange there, but Girard comes away with it. Kicked out. Syndicate will try the three off the mark. Nobody home for the rebound. It comes down to Micah Adams for Baxter. And the Trojans back the pressure off a little bit. Wonder how long they were going to stick with that full court press. Long shot. No good. Way off the mark by Girard. Trojans with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Syndicate. Loses the dribble. Gets it back. Shot no good. Rebound Emmeline. Put back. She's fouled. And Chloe Turley may have taken a shot there in the process. Foul goes against Charles. That's her third. And starting to get some foul trouble here for Baxter as we, gosh, we're not even halfway through the second quarter. First one short of the mark. Syndicate 1 of 5 from the line tonight. Second shot, it's good. 2 of 6 from the line for Syndicate. She's got 4 points. Trojans by 15. Billings with it. Working against Lopez. And he got a moving screen against Adams. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Adams. That's Brooklyn Price. That's her first. Trojans with it now on the offensive end. Brooks off the glass, can't get it to go. Boatman almost had it, and it ends up with Micah Adams. Baxter with it here, trying to cut into this lead. Adams got away with a little carry there, but Troike might have got away with a reach as well. Turley baseline, picks up her dribble, now needs help. Kicks it out to Adams, who dribbles it off of Troike's foot. Now it ends up with Billings. Now back up top to Adams. Turley driving, picks up her dribble again. Up top to Billings, into the lane. Forearm into Sinnekit. Her shot blocked by Emmeline, and Sinnekit comes away with it for Girard. Into the corner to Lopez. Baseline, loses the dribble, gets it back. Out to Brooks, open for three, off the mark, rebound Sinnekit. And she's fouled on the shot attempt, and we'll head to the line. Stops the clock with 5:23 left to play here, first half. Trojans by 15. Got this foul on Turley, that's her second. The umpteenth team foul on Baxter. Sinnekit gonna shoot a pair here, hits the first. And second one off the mark. Rebound Baxter.
14, Maddie Kester, and 22, Peyton Brooks. Awaiting to check in, 23, Dave Bradshaw.
Adams with it. Her shot partially blocked. They're going to get Peyton Brooks with the foul, and it'll send Micah Adams to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Stops the clock with 5:08 to play. First half. First one rattles in for Adams. Troike and Bradshaw enter the game. Sinnekit and Boatman sit.
And 22, Micah Adams, good for two.
Adams hits them both. Trojans by 14. Bradshaw into the corner to Brooks. Baseline, little runner, short of the mark. Rebound comes down to Baxter, and then they're going to foul after the rebound.
That should send Baxter to the line.
Billings came down with it, and now they're going to.
Fouls on 22.
It's on Peyton Brooks.
Second personal. Girard team foul number 7.
And right you are, Jess. That's going to send Billings to the line for the 1-and-1.
Crowd's really filling in for senior night.
First one's good. Yeah, expect to have a good one tonight. And the second one, a high arcing shot, is good as well. Baxter 5 of 6 from the free throw line. If there's a silver lining tonight for them, that's it. Kester for 3, line drive shot, no good. Bradshaw with the rebound, out to Troike. Her shot is good. 6 points for Bailey Troike. Trojans lead it by 13. And there's a quick turnover. Now Trojan basketball once again. 4.5 to play first half. Cross court to Kester inside the line. She'll take the long 2 off the mark. Riley Brooks at the rebound. Back to Brooks. Bradshaw in the lane. Kester driving. Shot is up and good. It's Maddie's first bucket. Trojans by 16. Got a reach-in foul on Riley Brooks that time, trying to swipe it away from Billings. That means a 1-and-1 for Billings. First one off the back iron, no good. Rebound tracked down by Kester. Down low, Peyton Brooks, turnaround jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. Back out to Bailey Bradshaw. High arcing shot, no good off the back iron. Rebound came down to Turley. She was taken out by Riley Brooks. That's her third. And Riley's going to sit as Danica Lopez checks in. Peyton Brooks will sit. And Hayden Buckley into the game for Girard. It's been a long second quarter, Jess. A lot of free throws. Turley hits the first. And Turley hits both. Good free throw shooters are these Baxter Springs Lions. Cuts the lead to 14.
30,
Timeout on the floor. We'll stay right here.
30 second.
Well, Jess, you getting acclimated to our climate again?
Yeah, it got cold on us again.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's been like this a lot since you went on your tropical cruise.
It was 85 and beautiful where I was at last week.
Yeah.
At sea. A week ago today, we was a fun day at sea.
Yeah, yeah. Well, how the worm has turned, buddy.
That's right. Be Girard's ball here.
I think Turley's having perhaps a contact lens issue, and so Girard into the game, and as Turley tries to sort that out in the Baxter locker room. So
looks like Baxter's going to try to press us for a second here.
Touche. Get it into Kester, back to Troike, and ahead to Buckley. She's fouled, and Trojans broke that press pretty easily. It's the first on Billings. 11th, 12th foul on Baxter. I've lost count.
More than 10.
My sheet only goes up to 10. Buckley hits the first. That's her first point of the night. Seneca back into the game, replacing Bradshaw. Buckley hits them both. Adams working against Troike. Almost lost it, carried it. Now Girard with it, working against and there's a walk. Jess, you getting any score updates from that Galena-Columbus game?
No.
You know any Galenans, Galenites?
I do not, but I might know a Columbus person or two. Let me.
A Columbusonian?
Is that what they're going to be called?
I don't know. That one thrown off the leg of Kester, and they'll restart. Whoa, over the top. And Troike tracks down the long pass. Turnover to the Trojans. Trying to get it down to Seneca, poked away, and they give it right back. Micah Adams with it, now gives it up to Conrad right into Buckley, and they're going to get Hayden Buckley with the foul. All she did was get run into. You know. They'll send Girard to the line. First one off the mark. Bowman checks in, replacing Kester. Shot is good. for Girard. Two and a half to play. Over the top to Syndicate, down low. Can't get the shot to fall. Gets a rebound, and then a held ball. And the possession arrow will favor Girard. It'll stay on this end. Into the corner, Buckley open for three, and she hits. Five points for Buckley. Trojans by 18. Shot partially blocked by Buckley. Syndicate comes up with the loose ball. Now Troike with it, setting up the half court. Buckley down low to Boatman on the block. Back up top to Buckley for three. Oh, just short rebound, Boatman, and the putback is good. 3 points for Boatman, 5 points for Boatman. Trojans by 20. Billings with it, gives it up to Adams. Girard. And Billings with it. Took a couple steps before dribbling there. Adams with it, into the lane, loses her dribble, gets it back. She'll hoist a three, and hits. Down low to Boatman. Up top, Lopez, baseline, shot on the way, off the mark, rebound Buckley. Put back won't go, tipped around. Adams comes away with it. And not even looking for it was Girard, and they turn it over. Trojan basketball here with under a minute left to play first half. Buckley on the wing, up top, Syndicate, she'll drive, kicks into the corner to Lopez, awkward pass. And they'll get it back up top, reset. Buckley down the lane, steps through, shot on the way is good. 7 points for Buckley, all here in the second quarter. Trojans by 19. Syndicate walked with it. There's a jump stop and then a jump. I've seen girls get away with worse than that this year, Jess.
I got a quick update on that Galena-Columbus girls game.
Ooh.
It's halftime there, and Galena is up 30-27.
Ah. Adams working against Troike, has it swiped away, and there's a scrum for it. Held ball, it'll favor Galena. Or I'm sorry, Baxter.
Got you all
got me
all
twisted up. Turley to inbound, gets it in to Adams. Under 10. Brooklyn Price with it. Now Turley, and she's fouled by Troike. Not a good foul there with 3 seconds left on the clock. And then it's going to mean free throws here for Turley. She's 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. First personal for Bailey. Not a good time to pick it up. Turley misses the first. Second one rattles out. Rebound comes down to Baxter. Shot blocked by Boatman, and that'll do it for the first half. Trojans lead at 34-15. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. The Girard Color Guard entertaining the crowd here at halftime. At the break, the Trojan girls lead Baxter Springs 34-15. We'll let you know that our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look at some of those stats from the first half. Our Eye on the Game brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is there to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more online at KennarEyeCare.com. Well, first off, for the visiting Baxter Springs Lions, they're led in scoring by Micah Adams. She has 5 points. Olivia Edmondson has 3. Chloe Turley, Chesney Billings, and Sydney Charles have a bucket each. And Lily Kennard is 1 of 2 from the free throw line to round out the scoring for Baxter Springs. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Riley Brooks. She has 8 points. All of those coming in the first quarter. Next up, Hayden Buckley. She has 7. All of those coming in the second quarter. Emmeline Syndicate and Bailey Troike each have 6. Erica Boatman's added 5. Maddie Kester has a bucket, and Bailey Bradshaw 1 of 2 from the line to round out the scoring for the Girard Trojans. And as just mentioned before the break, Galena currently leading Columbus by 3. Is that at the half?
That was at the half.
That's at the half. And let's take a look here at the girls' sub-state bracket once again. Well, I thought we were going to. I'll figure it out, but I got it somewhere. But the Trojans currently sitting in the 6th spot in the Girard Sub-State. Galena in the 5 spot. It really doesn't matter too much as long as the Trojans don't end up in that 4 spot. I just think that they're in better shape in the bottom half of that bracket to make a deeper run into Sub-State. Trojan boys sitting in the number 4 spot, and that looks like where they're going to be. And that means the first round matchup against Galena. But if the Trojans win that one, Jess, that's a huge momentum booster heading down the stretch there.
And, beating a team 3 times in 1 year sometimes can be difficult.
Yep. And we'll certainly hope that's the case.
And it'll be right here at Ted R. Taylor. So, everything trends for the perfect upset if that happens.
You can hope if you're a Trojan fan. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with more of the GN Bank halftime show as we get closer to tip-off of second half action here between the Trojans and the Lions. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Thanks to your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings, leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to senior night here at Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium at the half. Trojan girls leading Baxter Springs by 19. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me Jess Murphy. And this is the next to last game of the regular season this year for the Trojans. They'll play again Tuesday night, and then they'll have the rest of the week off before the following Monday. Sub-State kicks off from here in Girard. We don't have that final bracket or final schedule yet. We probably won't have it until late next week, but just rest assured, every Trojan basketball game from here on out we're going to have. But you won't catch us covering anybody else.
Nope. Just updates.
So, Caney, if you're hoping, forget it. Cherryvale, no way. Trojans have the ball here to start the second half. Troike Ahead to Brooks, into the lane to Sinneke. Takes that extra dribble, can't get the shot to fall as Emmeline's had a hard time getting the layups dropped tonight. Pass this one ahead, almost a walk there by Baxter. Long shot, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be controlled, I guess, by Buckley. Body's hitting the floor. Ahead to Lopez. Into the corner to Brooks, open for three. She'll take it and hits. Riley Brooks starts off the second half like she started off the first, hitting a wide open three. And the Trojans lead it by 22. Troike ahead to Brooks, off the miss. Off the glass, around and in. 13 points for Riley Brooks. Trojans by 26. So math is getting hard here, Jess.
Running out of fingers.
Yeah. Adams. Close games are easier to add. That pass stolen away by Brooks as Girard once again not looking for it. And off the glass and good. 7 points to start off the second half for Riley Brooks. She's got 15. Timeout Baxter as Coach Roberts wants to talk it over with his squad. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Riley Brooks has gone on a tear to start the third quarter. She scored 7 points here early. Pushed the Trojan lead to
a lot.
26, 20, gosh, a lot. Carry the one. Baxter with the ball here coming out of the timeout. Adams gets away with carry there, gives it up to Turley, picks up her dribble. Up top, Billings with it, gives it back to Adams, and she almost throws it away. Turley with it, picks up her dribble, and they're going to crystal her for shuffling her pivot foot. And that'll turn it back over to the Trojans. 6:21 to play here, third quarter. I was right, Jess. Trojans by 26. I got out a piece of paper. Brooks down to Sinneke, off the glass. No good, but she's fouled and head to the line. Emmeline's been doing some hard work down there. Hasn't been getting the short ones to fall, but a lot of trips to the line tonight. They get this one on Turley. That's her third. There are now 3 Lions playing with 3 fouls. So Emmeline hits the first. Turley, Edmondson, and Charles all have 3 fouls each for Baxter. And Emmeline hits them both. 8 points for Sinneke. Trojans by 28. Maya Vestal into the game for the first time tonight for Baxter. Sydney Charles back into the game. Shot on the way is good for Edmondson. She's got 5, and that stops the second half scoring drought for Baxter. Down low, Sinneke gets that one to fall. 10 points for Sinneke. Trojans back on top by 28. 3-point shot for Edmondson as she's come alive, got 8 points. Cuts the lead to 25. Lopez, 3 off the mark. Rebound comes down to Charles. Edmondson with it, being guarded by Brooks. Gives it up to Adams. Driving baseline into Buckley. She's tied up and got a held ball. Possession arrow favors Baxter. It'll stay on this end. Stops the clock with just under 5 to play, third quarter. Adams thought about a three, now gets it down low to Vestal, and she's fouled by Sinnott. And that'll send Maya Vestal to the line to shoot a pair. That's 2 on Sinnott. First team foul. Vestal's first shot is good. One thing Baxter does, Jess, make free throws.
They have made their share of free throws tonight.
That's their 9th point from the free throw line tonight. Make that their 10th. They're 11 of 13 from the line tonight. I'm sorry, 11 of 14 from the line tonight. A pass stolen away by Troike. And that's not a foul. It'll stay with the Trojans. That's 100% arm. Troike inbound, gets in the corner to Sinnott. Gives it one dribble, now back up top to Kester. And they'll set up the half court with Troike. As they'll work it around the perimeter. Down low to Brooks, into the middle of the lane. Sinnott off the glass is good. Nice ball movement that time by the Trojans. 6 points here in the third quarter for Sinnott. She's got 12 tonight. Trojans by 25. Brooks with it into the lane, into contact, off the glass. No call. And then Brooks gets called for the foul after the rebound. And all she did was get elbowed in the neck. It's fourth foul on Brooks. Okay. Here comes Charles up court, ahead to Vestal. I'm surprised she didn't get a whistle there. Sinnott comes away with it. Peyton Brooks with it. Swing it around to Riley. She'll drive baseline into Peyton. Free throw line for Troike. Back out for Kester. Short with the three. And they're going to get a foul against Sinnott. Going for the loose ball there. And that's going to be her third. Bradshaw will come in for Brooks, and Boatman will come in for Sinnott. So now it's Bradshaw, Peyton Brooks, Maddie Kester, Troike, and Boatman out on the floor right now for Girard. I'm sorry, and Bradshaw. Shot on the way from Edmondson. Chipped around, held ball. It'll be Trojan basketball. You got a score update, Jess?
Yeah, it looks like Columbus has come back, take the lead 34-30 at the end of the third quarter down there. I think they're in Columbus, aren't they?
Does that mean Galena scored no points in the third quarter?
No points.
0 for the third.
According to my source.
Yeah. Whoa.
Good press people don't reveal sources.
Right. Someone close to the matter.
Right. So Jason Johnson down there with B3 Construction, I'm not saying that that's him or not,
but he's there.
But he's there.
Yeah.
His daughter Briley plays for Columbus.
Truckee gets it in the corner to Kester. She'll try the three off the mark. Rebound Vestal. Ahead to Edmondson, lost the dribble. Truckee comes up with the loose ball. Kester thought about a three, now they'll swing it. Back to Peyton Brooks, she'll drive, contact, no foul, rebound Boatman, her putback off the mark, and Erica tracks it down. And Trojans with new life here. Bradshaw in the lane, kicks it out to Peyton Brooks. He'll swing it around. Kester, baseline, off the glass and good.
Good move there by Maddie.
First bucket of the second half for Kester. She's got 4 points. Trojans by 27. Girard gives it up. And they got a 3-second violation against somebody in red. Probably looks like it could have been 2 or 3 of them. Gives the ball back to the Trojans. Just under 2 minutes to play. Third quarter. Boatman, baseline, kicks it to Kester. Shot, too strong. Boatman with the rebound. And out to Brooks. Reset the half court. Brooks is open. She'll pull up for a 15-footer and hits.
Peyton Brooks.
Peyton's first bucket of the game. Trojans by 29. Vestal. Shot is good for Girard. Three points for Girard. And we got a timeout, 30-second timeout. Jess, I think what you want to do here if you're the Trojans is avoid twisting an ankle.
Yeah, I don't know how long you keep them in. Yeah, I don't know. That's always been a fine line to walk as a coach, how to handle these situations. You're darned if you do and darned if you don't a lot of times.
Well, it's senior night here in Girard. We want to let you know there's a great crowd on hand, but for those of you who couldn't be here in person, we are going to have all of those senior night festivities here on Girard Sports Live. So if you're a relative, grandparent, aunt, uncle, and you live outside the area, just couldn't make it to the gym tonight, we're going to have that for you.
Or just a fan that wants to see the seniors.
That's right. That's right. Got a good crop of seniors. These coaches are going to have some holes to fill next year, that's for sure.
That's, yeah.
Coach Philpott, too.
Who's in attendance. I
Yep.
visited with him a second earlier.
Peyton Brooks thought about it. Now Troike with it. Up top to Lopez. She'll take it straight away. Rattles off. No good. Danica's had a hard time finding her shot here over the last couple weeks, maybe the last month. And Trojans would really like her to get hot as they head into sub-state. Girard with it, gives it up to Vestal, who kicks it back out. Girard with it here, driving. Hoists up one from the elbow, no good. Lopez with the rebound. Under 30 seconds here, Trojans could hold for last shot here in the third quarter. And again, you're just wanting to execute here, Jess.
Yeah.
Run your stuff, get a good shot, and build some confidence and poise as you're heading into some much tougher games here coming up down the stretch. Probably none tougher than Tuesday night, and that's not even part of sub-state. I think those Colgan girls probably win the 3A sub-state, but they're a 2A team, and that's going to do it as Brooks misses at the buzzer. Trojans lead at 51-24. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Trojans way out in front here as we get set to start the fourth quarter after some cleanup efforts over there on the far side. Baxter with the ball here to start the fourth quarter. Adams drives, runs into her own teammate. Hoists one up, back iron, no good. Rebound.
Aaron Anderson.
By Aaron Anderson. Just checked into the game for Girard. Going to get to know the roster here, I have a feeling, down the road. Jess, we already know it pretty well.
Yeah. I know these girls. These are the sophomore bunch mainly.
Anderson to Adolph. Boatman loses it. Bennett comes up with it. Over to David. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes back to Anderson. Trying to go over the top to Boatman. Erica has it. And the shot is good and the foul. Oh, no, they're going to whistle her for a walk. Oh, bummer. And she turned it over. Coach Herlocker still working the refs for that one. And there's an errant pass. Luckily, Baxter, for them, able to hang on to it. Price with it, back up to Adams. Edmondson trying to go baseline, kicks it back out. Shot on the way from Brooklyn Price, no good. Battle for the rebound, comes down to Charles, and she's going to get whistled for the double dribble. Ribble.
Right, if she just goes strong, she's going to get foul called. So Baxter, like we talked about, they're young, they're
inexperienced,
but they'll learn.
They will.
This will do good for them. I don't want to run into this team 3 or 4 years from now.
No, when they're all juniors and seniors,
Right.
they'll have like 20, 30 games under their belt.
Right.
Not all the experience is good, but a lot of experience nonetheless, as Boatman fouled down low by a community of Lions. That's a Pride, right?
Right, they're just going to
call that one on the floor. They pick a name out of their hat and they come up with Sydney Charles. That's her fourth.
Yeah, they might have picked the wrong one for Baxter. Being her fourth foul and all.
Well, there's several of them. It would have been their fourth. Shot on the way from Anderson, no good. Rebound to Vestal. Charles brings it up. Now it's time to get to know Baxter's roster too. As this is Bailey Campbell with it right now. Throws it out of bounds. It'll stay with Baxter. Edmondson being guarded by Adolph. And Girard comes away with a steal there. Ahead to Anderson. Swinging around to David, down low to Bennett. Back up top to Adolph, back over to David. She'll try the three and hits. Gives the Trojans a 30-point lead. There's going to be a foul. A lot of contact there. And they're going to get this one against Campbell of Baxter. It'll give it to Girard.
Yep, they're going to run the clock.
Yep. Under 5.5 and ticking to play in this one. Line change here for Baxter. And it's Turley, Billings, and Schoon check back into the game. And Kennard. Shot on the way from Anderson is good for three. Trojans by 33. Pass deflected. Connard with it, trapped on the baseline, throws it off of Bennett's foot. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Baxter. Shot on the way from Turley, no good. Rebound, Bennett, I believe, for the Trojans. in the middle of the lane to Boatman. Kicks it back out to Adolph, almost walked with it. Back to Bennett at the elbow, and she's tied up. It'll be Trojan basketball by way of the arrow. Shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Bennett had a shot at it. Boatman comes away with it. She's fouled on the floor. They got this one on Connard. No. Boatman was fouled. There we go. I don't think they got that right, Jess. Boom. David hit the three.
Kaylee David.
She's on fire. Give it up. Kennard. Oh.
That'll work.
Miss tipped around. Trojans. Bennett finally tracks it down for Girard. Boatman gives it up to David. Under 3 minutes to play. Clock running. Bennett at the elbow. Back out to David. Anderson with it. Back into Bennett. She'll try from the free throw line. Rolls around and off. And David tracks down the rebound. Anderson misses everything. Adolph gets the rebound, but then steps on the end line, and that'll give it to Baxter. As clock runs under 2.5 now to play in the game. And
Columbus up by 6. Columbus girls up by 6 over the Galena girls, 41-35.
How much time left?
3 minutes to go.
Oh. Get to know your Baxter roster now.
Rebound there by Adolph.
Anderson with it down low to Boatman. Her shot no good. Lots of contact. Finally a foul. And Erica will head to the line to shoot a pair. She's been getting knocked around down there quite a bit and finally gets the call.
That might wind us down here.
Yeah. And Boatman misses the first. She hits the second. 6 points for Boatman. Trojans by 37. Does that sound right? Bailey with it, or I'm sorry, Campbell with it. And that one's tied up, and it'll stay with Baxter. Into the corner, back up top, swing it around. Campbell, ball tipped, ripped away, and back to Campbell on the wing. Crossways, I don't have a number 20 on my roster, Jess. Tipped away, almost stolen by Adolph. Now down under 15 seconds. Anderson comes away with the steal for Girard. Under 10 seconds now.
We just need to dribble this one out, girls.
Anderson over to Adolph. Down low to Bennett. Shot no good, and that's going to do it. Oh, Erica Boatman's shot won't count. The rebound does. And the Trojans win this one, 61-24. Baxter Springs falls to 0-16. Trojans improve to 8-11. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. It's senior night, and the senior night festivities taking place between the games tonight, so we'll wedge our senior night coverage into this Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show. A lot of seniors to be recognized tonight here in Girard, and still adding up the scoring totals for the girls' game tonight. Trojans come out way on top in that one. I believe the final 64 to 31. I don't know, Jess. I'm going to add them up here real quick, and I'll have it for you.
Short delay here.
Short delay.
Yeah. Lost a couple basketball players.
That means
transition.
Our second break
That's
of
right.
the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of finance.
Brett participates in basketball and is the son of Nate and Maria Clevenger. Next is Alex Kester. Alex participates in basketball and is the son of Aaron and Melissa Kester. And now we have Aiden Damon. Aiden participates in basketball and is the son of Patton and Marilyn Damon. And now we have Tommy McDowell. Tommy participates in basketball and is the son of Keely Holtzman and Felicia Flint. And now we have Luke Niggman. Luke participates in basketball and is the son of Ben and Ashley Niggman. Danica Lopez. Cordell Saran. Cordell participates in wrestling and is the son of Dallas and Crystal Saran. Eric Williams. Eric participates in wrestling and is the godson of RJ and Grace Jubber. And now we have Sierra Gilmore. Sierra participates in reflections and forensics and is the daughter of Grant and Annabeth Gilmore. And now we have Kendra Johnson. Kendra participates in reflections, forensics, and Scholars Bowl, and is the daughter of the late Kenny Johnson and Carrie Johnson. Kendra is escorted by her aunts Kristen Johnson and Miranda Wonderly. Next is Petra Sotola. Petra participates in reflections, forensics, and Scholars Bowl, and is hosted by Dawn and Dallas Lipashek. And now we have Paloma Garcia. Paloma participates in cheer and is escorted tonight by her aunt Justine Sullivan and grandmother Kathy Pope. And now we have Amaya Roberts. Amaya participates in cheer and forensics and is the daughter of Eddie and Kelly Roberts. And now we have Jaden Hawkins. Jaden is a member of the dance team and is the daughter of Bobby and Robin Hawkins. And now we have Brooklyn Malikas. Brooklyn's a member of the dance team and is the daughter of Jeff and Missy Malikas. Next up is Hannah Warner. Hannah is a member of the dance team and is the daughter of Brian and Alyssa Wells. And now we have Caitlin Cranston. Caitlin participates in forensics and is the daughter of Greg and Holly Cranston. Next up is Gavin Dubrava. Gavin participates in forensics and is the son of Kurt and Amy Dubrava. Next is Shyla Harley. Shyla participates in forensics and is the daughter of Cordell and Naima Harley. And now we have Elizabeth Littlefield. Elizabeth participates in forensics and is the daughter of Ken and Carrie Littlefield. Next up is Daryl McLean. Daryl participates in forensics and Scholars Bowl, and is the son of Mike and Denise McLean. Next up is Jonah Sanford. Jonah participates in forensics and Scholars Bowl, and is the son of Brian and Sheila Sanford. Next up is Anna Greneau. Anna participates in forensics and is the daughter of Mike and Emily Greneau. Spencer Jagels. Spencer participates in Scholars Bowl and is the son of Josh Jagels and Laura Jagels. And now we have Zoe Rhodes. Zoe participates in Scholars Bowl and is the daughter of Bud and Erin Rhodes. And finally we have Jackson Robinson. Jackson participates in Scholars Bowl and is the son of Dr. Brenda and Mr. Randy Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend a special thank you to our students and their teammates for for their hard work in our extracurricular activities. Parents, we would like to thank you for raising your young men and women so well, and for trusting our school with your students and helping to prepare for their future. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as we congratulate our 2022-23 winner seniors. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations to the class of 2023 recognized here tonight on senior night. Trojan girls come out on top in the opener, 64-24 over the Baxter Springs Lions. Boys game getting set to take off. We'll take another break and come back and actually do the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show, talk about the girls' action. Look forward to the boys' matchup here tonight. You're watching Trojan basketball on senior night on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back out to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojan girls defeat Baxter Springs 64-24. Trojans improve to 8-11 on the season. Baxter falls to 0-16. Let's take a look at some of these game totals, but before we do, we want to let you know that our post-game show is brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the right coverage for your personal or business needs. To learn more, call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Well, first up in scoring for the visiting Baxter Springs Lions. They're led in scoring by Olivia Edmondson. She had 8. Micah Adams finished with 5. Lily Kennard had 3. And Chloe Turley, Chesney Billings, Sydney Charles, and Maya Vestal added 2 points each to round out the scoring for Baxter Springs. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Riley Brooks. She had 15 points. 9 of those, coming from beyond the arc. Next up, Emmeline Syndicate. She finished with 12. Hayden Buckley had 7. Erica Boatman, Kylie David, and Bailey Troike finished with 6 points each. Maddie Kester had 4. Aaron Anderson added 3. Peyton Brooks had a bucket. And Bailey Bradshaw 1 of 2 from the line to round out the scoring for Girard as they come away with the 64-24 win. Of course, tall order coming up Tuesday nights. The Trojans will take on St. Mary's Colgan in the field house over there in Pittsburgh before Sub-State fires up the following week. Well, we got a boys matchup coming up here in the nightcap. Trojans come into the game 11-7, number 4 in the Girard Sub-State. Baxter 4-11. They're sitting at number 7 in the Sub-State. Trojans coming off a heartbreaking 2-point overtime loss to Frontenac Tuesday night, 44-46. And the Trojans had their shots to win that one at the end, just couldn't quite get it done. Baxter has lost their last 6. Their last win coming back on the 19th of January, a 45-26 win over Neodesha. Their most impressive win of the season came back on January 6th, and they defeated Colgan 55-46. But before that, the Trojans really trounced Baxter on the 3rd. So 3 nights later, they turn around and get their most impressive win of the season. But Trojans handled them 46-20 3 nights before that. So we'll see if this one any different tonight. We'll take a look at some of the matchups here, the keys to the game, starting lineups as we move closer to tip-off. We'll step away and take another break. And on the other side, we'll fire up the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcmb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans getting set to take on the Baxter Springs Lions on the boys' side in the nightcap. Trojan girls won by 40, 64-24 over Baxter. That's about the margin that they won earlier in the year. Just got done recognizing the seniors who participate in all the winter spring activities. And now the warm-up period getting started here for the boys game. Jess, you got to think here tonight for the Trojans, the most important thing is just to get out of this thing healthy.
Right.
Win-loss doesn't really even seem to matter as far as the seeding goes. Of course, you want to win every game you play, but more than anything, you just want to come out of this one healthy.
Yeah, roster's not deep enough to afford a big loss. We've seen that all year as we've traded some players in and out all year. Like you say, take care of the basketball. The boys got to get a little bit better at scoring the basketball. The last few weeks they've just struggled getting that ball to go through that round hole up on top of that backboard.
It's tricky. Basketball's a frustrating game, Jeff.
It's a round hole, it's a round ball, it fits right in there.
Sure it does, yeah. You can actually fit two of them in there.
Huh.
Ah.
I never could fit one. So
I have trouble just one.
But that's, you know what I mean, that we saw that team last year go through some scoring woes, but they figured it out and got back on pace. So I'm expecting this bunch to do the same thing here to figure out how to score the basketball a little better.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have years of experience getting folks into the right vehicle for their family. Catch up with them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see everything they have to offer at evansmotors.net. We're going to step away for another break. We'll be back. We'll talk starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off here on the boys' side between the Trojans and the Lions. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, getting set for tip-off here on the boys' side of tonight's doubleheader. Trojans hosting the Baxter Springs Lions. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you look at your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First, for the visiting Baxter Springs Lions, they'll start number 4, sophomore Jacob Grant, number 10, junior Weston Schaefer, number 15, Javen Alexander. The juniors worked his way into the starting lineup, number 25, junior Peyton Gaines, and number 32, senior Logan Guess. For the Trojans, an all-senior starting lineup tonight is Brett Clevenger, 6-foot senior, gets the start, along with 6'4" senior Luke Nigaman, 6-foot senior Alex Kester, 6'5" senior Tommy McDowell, and 6'2" senior Aiden Damon. A lot of seniors on this Trojan squad, and down the stretch here into sub-states when you really lean on that senior leadership, Jess, and these guys got some work ahead of them, but certainly a capable group to make a run into the playoffs.
I wholeheartedly agree. I've said it all year. It's the longest team I can ever remember in the Trojan uniform. They could probably hold hands and touch basket to basket, it seems like, from time to time. Their defensive efforts have been unmatched, but so I agree. I hope we can make a little run here late.
Yeah, it's if they get hot shooting the ball, they can beat anybody in this sub-state, but they just had some problems with that this year, getting the shots to fall, whether it's getting those three-pointers to drop or getting the little bunnies in at the basket to fall. And some nights this year it's been both. So it'd be nice to see the Trojans get hot shooting the ball here down the stretch. They're getting set to introduce the starting lineups to those in attendance here tonight. A big crowd on hand.
Nice crowd.
Senior night here in Girard. Baxter actually traveled pretty well up to this one as well, Jess.
Yep. Full in front of us and pretty full behind us. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to hosting Sub-State here. I certainly hope we get barbecue in the hospitality room. I hope there is a hospitality room.
Well, I didn't eat supper tonight because we dropped that hint so much in the last game that I really thought there'd be a cheeseburger or something.
Thought there'd be something
right here on this table when I got here, but I guess
it shows how universally loved we are, Jeff. We'd starve to death next to the highway.
You know, I've always said I got a lot of my broadcasting skills off the movie Major League, so ain't nobody listening anyway.
That's
But this Baxter team here, I'm afraid if you stub your toe a little bit, these boys will be right in this ball game. And
ask Colgan about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the damage they did was the drive and kick, and Javen Alexander in that game was just on fire from behind the three-point arc.
Well, I was watching them warm up over there, man. They're crack shots now. They wasn't missing very many with nobody in front of you, but I'm not sure they've seen very many defenses like this Trojan pressure can put on you.
Well, we're set to tip things off. looks like it'll be Jacob Grant tipping it off against Luke Nigaman. Our opening tip brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple and Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Got it in that time, Jeff.
Yes. One of these days I'll remember to zoom in.
The girls' game, I finished it up right before the half.
Wayne and Roots just sat right across from us, so one of these days I'll get them zoomed in on there.
Close
Right.
up. Yeah. This is who you talk to.
Uh-oh.
That was ugly. We're underway. Baxter controls off the tip. Peyton Gaines with it. Being guarded by Damon, gives it up to Alexander. Clevenger on him. Now in the corner, driving is Schaefer. And this Gaines again.
Oh.
Tipped away down low.
Tommy McDowell.
Yeah. And Aiden Damon controls the loose ball for the Trojans. Off the turnover. Into the corner to McDowell. Cross court to Nigaman, down low to Clevenger. And that pass tipped away by Alexander as Nigaman trying to force it into Kester down low.
I'd like to see Aiden Damon get his stroke back, too.
No
He's
doubt.
kind of been cold.
Nigaman out to Kester. He'll drive. 15-footer baseline. Off the iron. No good. Rebound comes down to Grant. And Baxter with it back. Over to Alexander on the wing, being guarded by Clevenger. Gaines in the lane. Shot won't go. Comes down to Guess. Kicks it back out. Another chance for Gaines. And he hits the three. And there's that crack shooting you were talking about, Jess. As Peyton Gaines stakes Baxter to an early 3-point lead. Damon down low to McDowell, streaking through is Kester. His shot no good. Tipped around. Alex comes away with it. Over to Clevenger, into the lane, back out to McDowell, driving baseline. Baby hook, no good. Tipped around. Clevenger comes up with it, gets it to Kester. Over to McDowell from three, and he hits. Big three by Tommy McDowell. And we're tied at 3.
They don't make it easy, do they?
Alexander with it. Working against Clevenger. He'll kick it over to Gaines. Now back to Alexander into the lane. Gaines with it, working on Damon. Damon blocks his three-point attempt, gathers the loose ball. Ahead to Nigaman. Now over to McDowell. And off the glass and good. 5 points for McDowell off the feed from Luke Nigaman. And the Trojans have their first lead of the game, 5-3. Gaines with it, being guarded by Kester. Or I'm sorry, Hall with it now, being guarded by McDowell. Now Gaines with it. His shot on the way, contested. Nigaman down with the rebound, ahead to McDowell. And he's fouled from behind by Javen Alexander. The Baxter crowd behind us doesn't like the call, and it'll send Tommy McDowell to the line to shoot a pair. That's Alexander's first team foul on Baxter. McDowell steps to the line. He's got 5 points, make it 6. Clevenger will sit. Aiden Troike into the game. Troike started most of the games this season for the Trojans, but Clevenger gets a start tonight here on senior night, and he is their first man off the bench. I believe the NBA calls that a sixth man.
Yep. I'll take Clevenger as the best sixth man in the league, too.
Down low to Guess. Schaefer with it. Now Hall elevates, free throw line, and hits. Or I'm sorry, that's Grant. I'll get it eventually here. Kester to Nigaman around. Damon now in the corner. McDowell, he'll put it on the floor. Back up top to Kester. Trojans continue to work it around against this 2-3 zone being run here by Baxter. Troike kicks out to McDowell for three, misses everything, and it's tipped out of bounds. Trojan basketball. As Grant knocked it out of the hands of Kester. Trojans Leading by 2 here early on. Nigeman gets it off the inbound. Now they'll swing it around the perimeter. Damon with it. Kester gives it up to Troike. He'll try 3 and hits. Aiden Troike, first Trojan not named McDowell to score a bucket tonight, and Girard by 5. Grant with it down low, tries to give it up to Guess. He wasn't ready for the pass. Damon comes away with it, and he's fouled out in the open floor. They're going to whistle this one on Maggard, I believe. Nope, they're going to get Schaefer with that one. That's his first. Second team foul on Baxter. Maggard enters the game, and Guess sits. Kester, he'll try the 3 and hits. You get a 3. You get a 3. And a timeout on the floor. Baxter wants to talk it over. And the Trojans out to an early 8-point lead. And Jess, this is what we were talking about, starting hot here and not letting a team hang around with you.
Yeah, 13 points here in the first half of the first quarter. You know, we've seen the Trojans go into halftime scoring 13, so I'll take it all day long.
No doubt. And Coach Alan Hibbler wants to talk things over with his squad. Get settled down here as the Trojans starting to pull away here early. We'll see what adjustments Baxter makes coming out of the break. See if they stick with that 2-3 zone, see if they bring some pressure. Or if they just tries to get them to settle down and do what they do.
Yeah, just play their game. But
Colton Dressler into the game, replacing McDowell. Damon takes a seat, and Clevenger enters the game for him for Girard. Maggard with it. Free throw line, gives it up to Alexander, being guarded by Dressler. And Colton's going to have to be careful with his perimeter defense. Steals that one away. Kester ends up with it for Girard. And they're into the half court. Into the middle of the lane, Troike. He was more open, I think, than he thought he was going to be. And there's a held ball. It'll stay with Girard. Alexander will sit, and Logan Guess checks back into the game for Baxter. Not a very long breather there for Guess. Troike, he'll tie another 3 and hits. 6 points for Aiden Troike. Trojans by 11. Gaines right into Troike, and Troike picks up the foul. That's his first team foul on the Trojans. Gaines with it. Schaefer now. Maggard. Grant. Back to Gaines. Working against Troike. Crosses over into the lane, elevates, shot on the way, off the back iron, rebound Nigeman. And here comes Girard, under 3 to play first quarter. Into the corner to Kester. Now on the wing to Clevenger, cross court, back to Kester, down low to Nigeman.
Oh, Kester is wanting that back.
Clevenger within the lane, and he's going to be fouled on the reach in. We'll see who they get. And it's going to go against Logan Guess. That's his first, third team foul against Baxter.
Sometimes I think, Josh, as well, these Trojan boys are a little bit too unselfish. And they try to make that third and fourth pass.
Well, we saw that at the end of regulation against Frontenac. Tommy McDowell passed up an open shot, trying to get it down to Luke Nigeman under the bucket. Ended up not going their way in overtime. Kester for 3, off the mark. Rebound comes down to Alexander. Schaefer with it. Out to Alexander, into the lane. Back out to Gaines. Ends up in the hands of Grant. Rebound, Troike. Troike stepping through, trying to pass it back out to Nigeman, who was trailing on the play, and Aiden thought Luke was going to camp out at the three-point line. And he ends up throwing it into the Girard student section. It'll be Baxter Springs ball here, trailing by 11. 2 minutes to play first quarter. Gaines gives it up to Alexander, really thinking about a three. Now he drives, kicks it. Guess with it, back out top to Schaefer. Back to Guess, top of the key, working against Troike. Gives it up to Alexander. He'll elevate from the elbow. Shot no good, rebound McDowell. And here come the Trojans. Damon with it. Kicks it back around to McDowell. Thought about a three, almost walked with it. Back to Damon. He'll take a three and hits.
Good.
That's good to see.
Yes.
Damon's first bucket of the night. Trojans by 14. A minute 15 to play. Gaines will just pull up for a three. Off the back iron, no good. And there's a foul on the rebound. McDowell fouled over the back by Jacob Grant. That's his first. And McDowell a little emphatic after the play and gets a talking to from Coach Westcott first and then from the official. And there's a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. Baxter will take a quick break. Trojans lead by 14 early. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. A minute 11 left in the first quarter. Trojans up by 14. Girard will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. We got a stoppage on a foul on a rebound against Jacob Grant. Trojans will have it. It's Damon, Troike, Clevenger, Dressler, and McDowell on the floor right now for Girard. Clevenger with it, gives it up top to Dressler. He'll swing it around near wing to Troike. Swing it far side to Dressler. Back down low to Troike. And he's going to be whistled for a walk. Moved his pivot foot without dribbling. He was pretty deep that time anyway.
Got caught under the basket.
Yeah, just trying to position himself to get his shot. Now Gaines with it for Baxter. Javen Alexander being guarded by Clevenger. Schaefer almost lost it. Drives down the lane. And they're going to whistle a block against Brett Clevenger. Tough play that time. McDowell also hit the floor.
He split two Girard defenders and just knocked them both down.
And picked up a blocking foul. That's Clevenger's first. Second team foul on Girard. And Schaefer hits the first. First trip to the free throw line for any Lion player tonight. Schaefer hits them both.
Had a fan take a shortcut across the field, across the court there during the free throw.
Damon with it, swings it around. Clevenger near side, being guarded by Schaefer. They'll swing it back around to McDowell, almost threw it away, and then Clevenger dribbled off the foot of the defender. Looks like it should still be Girard basketball, and it is.
No way!
Everybody in bright red doesn't like the call. McDowell with it, middle of the lane, working on Alexander. Up and under jump hook is good for McDowell. He's got 9 points. Trojans back up by 14. Gaines backing up, being guarded by Damon. Shot might have been partially deflected, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Trojans lead it by 14. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Baxter with the ball here to start the second quarter. Trojans leading by 14. Gaines loses it. Alexander gets it back. Trojan defense needs to reset. Schaefer with it here, working against Kester. Wants to drive. Alex cuts him off. Turnaround fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound McDowell. Trojans with it. Damon into the corner to Kester. Kick ball. It'll stay with Girard. Kester on the inbounds, gets it into Troike, elevates, shot won't go as he went to the right hand, tried to shield the ball from the defender. Now down on the other end. Here's Grant. Alexander with it, wants to take a three, can't get the open shot off. Now he's open, and he'll take it high off the mark. Rebound Kester. Alexander slow to get up, looks like he might have come down on Tommy McDowell's foot, and man, that hurts. I hate that. Tommy tells him, sorry, man.
Baxter coach wants to know, okay, my guy gets up limping. How is there not a foul under there?
Yeah,
you got to give my guy room to land. Right.
We saw a lot of that
last week. Or Tuesday night, I guess.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
It's good to see. Speaking of which, there's Aiden Torkey right there, center camera, that, man, he hit hard there late in that game.
Yeah. Nice to see everybody survive that one. Different officiating crew tonight.
Yep.
They call carries and fouls.
Control the game.
Yeah. Kester with it, tries to lob it over the top, but deflected, and Logan Guest comes away with it for Baxter. Still trailing by 14, 6.5 to play. First half. Schaefer gives it up to Grant. Now Gaines with it. Twisting, turning, off the glass, and good. Degree of difficulty very high on that one for Peyton Gaines. He's got 5 points, and the lead is 12 for the Trojans. McDowell with it, trying to look down low. Now he'll put it on the floor, gives it up, gets it back, and is fouled, and the bucket. And whistle that one on Logan Guess, I believe.
Good to see Tommy staying strong to the hoop to fight through that foul to get that basket.
That's 2 on Logan Guess. 15 foul on Baxter. And it will send McDowell to the line to shoot the one shot. And he hits it. McDowell completes the three-point play. Timeout on the floor. And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it. Trojans up by 13 or 15. I'm sorry. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Brett Clevenger and Colton Dressler check into the game for Girard coming out of the timeout. So the 5 on the floor are Clevenger, Kester, Dressler, Troike, and Nigaman on the floor right now for Girard. Peyton Gaines will handle it up the floor for Baxter. Would you call those pink shoes, or is that more of a salmon?
I'll go pink.
It looks pretty pink. Grant with it, back up top to Alexander. He'll give it up to Gaines. Working against Kester. He gets fouled, and the bucket. Kester bodied him under the bucket. Should have got more of that arm. Prevented the shot. And Gaines gets the bucket, and he'll head to the line, try and complete the three-point play. And he is single-handedly pretty much Baxter's offense here in this first half. And he missed it. Trojans with it now. The lead is 13. Clevenger gives it up to Nigaman around to Troike. He goes baseline, elevates, 15-footer falling away. Rebound to Grant, and here comes Gaines back the other way for Baxter. Thought about a three, gives it up to Schaefer. He'll put it on the floor, baseline, reverse layup, no way. Troike comes away with it for Girard. Gives it up to Nigaman in the lane. Luke tries to get it to Clevenger. Tipped out of bounds, last touched by Grant of Baxter. It'll stay with Girard. And again, there you see the superfluous pass. Luke was open. He worked himself open with a couple of ball fakes and then tried to pass it instead of shooting it. Shoots it there, misses. Grant with the rebound. And here comes Gaines quickly back the other way for Baxter. And Gaines driving the lane is the only thing they got going right now, but it is going. And he's got 9 points in the game. And the lead is 11 now for the Trojans. Baxter might be able to get this one back down to single digits here if the Trojans can't find some offense. Dressler top of the key, now Clevenger at the wing. Everybody was shooting threes earlier. Not so much anymore. Nigaman back around to Troike. He'll put it on the floor. Drives, and they're going to get an offensive foul against Troike. And Troike will sit. Damon and McDowell check back into the game. Colton Dressler will sit as well. And Baxter with the ball here with a chance to cut this one to single digits. Schaefer with it, walked into the lane, elevates, shot blocked by Damon, and then he gets bailed out by a foul. That was a clean block if ever I've seen one, Jess, and then not to mention the walk to start it all off. Schaefer will head to the line to shoot a pair. First one in. Schaefer 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Guess getting set to check in for Baxter.
He's going right in for the shooter. He was wanting to shoot that last free throw, I guess.
Schaefer hits them both. He's 4 for 4 from the stripe. He has 4 points, and the lead is 9.
From
Logan
15
Guest back
earlier.
into the game. Schaefer sits. Yeah.
There's that Trojan offense here that can go cold.
Damon thought about it. Kester in the corner. Now to Clevenger. Damon working around the perimeter. Into the corner to McDowell. He'll try the three off the mark. Rebound comes down to McDowell, over to Damon, down to Clevenger, off the glass and good. First bucket of the game for Clevenger, and that stops the scoring drought, and the Trojans back up by 11. Alexander thought about a 3 from last week, and instead drives and kicks. Gets it back, guarded by Damon. Jump stop, shot partially blocked by Nigaman. Luke comes down with the rebound. McDowell ahead to Clevenger. Brett's shot no good. Luke with the rebound, put back no good. Alexander with the rebound. Gaines has it stripped. Now it ends up with Guess. And it's getting a little bit chippy out there. Gaines a little slow to get up. That's second foul on Clevenger. Team foul on Girard, so the next one's going to put Baxter at the line. Schaefer for 3, off the back iron, gets his own rebound, down the lane, into Nigaman. Can't get it to go, but the rebound and putback is good for Jacob Grant. He's got 4 points, and the lead back down to 9. Trojans letting Baxter get back in this one and hang around a little bit. Kester into the corner to McDowell. Back up top to Damon. He'll try the 3. Short. Rebound, Nigaman. Back up top to Clevenger. Damon into the lane to McDowell. Nice look. And McDowell hits the bucket. And there's a timeout. .2:14 to play, second quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And Trojans have woken up a little bit offensively, but they still haven't really been able to get many stops over the last few possessions, with Baxter getting a lot of offensive rebounds and second chance buckets.
Yeah, they did a great job that last possession Baxter did of clearing the offensive boards. Got 2 or 3 shots at it and finally got one to go.
Trojans led by as many as 15. That lead was cut to as few as 9. Now they're trying to build it back here. Baxter have the ball coming out of the timeout. Down around 2 minutes to play here, first half. Gaines gives it up to Alexander. Pass back to Gaines, picked off by Damon. Off the glass and good. 5 points for Damon. And quickly down the other end, Baxter has it. Gaines cut off in the corner. Another pass deflected, but it ends up with Alexander. Guarded by Clevenger. He'll get it to Guess in the lane, working against Nigaman. Back out to Alexander. He'll work down low into Clevenger. Back up top to Schaefer. Now Grant will take the shot, short of the mark. Rebound, Brett Clevenger. And he'll bring it up the court for the Trojans. Lob ahead to McDowell. Extra pass to Kester, and he's fouled. Got that one on Alexander. That's his second. 16 foul on Baxter. Kester at the line to shoot a pair for the Trojans. Hits the first. 4 points for Kester. And Kester hits. Trojan lead is 13. Girard is a team 5 for 5 from the stripe here in the first half. Gaines drives, tries to round the back pass to Alexander. He's in the lane, working against Clevenger, kicks it back out to Guess. His shot is good. Logan's first bucket of the game. Cuts the lead to 13. McDowell's shot no good. Clevenger's rebound, put back no good. Brett battling for the rebound, tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Trojan ball. Dressler checks in, replacing Clevenger. He's kind of frustrated he didn't get that putback to fall. He shouldn't be as frustrated as Tommy McDowell that he didn't get the first one to fall. In over the top to Kester. Now McDowell with the top of the key. Less than a minute to play first half. McDowell will try the three. No good. Rebound Dressler. And they're going to get a held ball. It'll stay with the Trojans. That's why you don't bring it down low where just anybody can get it. If you're a big guy like Dressler, you just keep it up high.
Take it straight back up.
Over the top to Kester. Back into the corner to Damon. Under 40 seconds now. Damon drives baseline. Elevates off the glass and gets it to go. 7 points for Damon. Trojans lead it by 15. Here's Grant, middle of the lane. Throws it out of bounds off of the Trojan defender. It'll stay with Baxter. And Grant will inbound from in front of the Trojan bench. 22 seconds left here on the clock of the first half. Alexander tying his shoe, and we're ready to go. Gaines with it at midcourt. Over to Schaefer. Grant back to Alexander. Baxter trying to run something here. Gaines, long three, off the mark. Rebound Grant. His putback no good, but he's fouled. And they're going to get Aiden Damon with that one. It's Aiden's second, 17 foul on Trojans, and they'll send Grant to the line. First trip to the stripe tonight for Jacob Grant. First one off the front iron. Ransom Bourne checks into the game. His first action tonight. Grant misses them both. Rebound McDowell.
Across the line.
And yeah, lane violation on the shooter. It'll stay with the Trojans. 5.4 on the clock. See if the Trojans can get a decent shot off. They're going to put some time back on the clock. I think the official said put 6.1 on the clock. Yep. And full court pressure going to be applied by Baxter. Trojans are going to adjust to that. They'll get it into McDowell. 5 seconds and counting. McDowell elevates short. And that's going to do it for the first half. Trojans lead at 34-19. We'll take a quick break. And we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Not quite sure what's going on here, Jess.
Yep. Tiny dancers.
You described this action.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add these numbers over here. You go ahead and take over on this.
Nope, we'll have to have something else to talk about. But we got the tiny dancers out there with the dance team.
All right. Well, a halftime show brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs. Turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look at some of those first half stats. Let's look back at the first half, brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KennarEyeCare.com. All right, first off, for the Baxter Springs Lions, they're led in scoring by Peyton Gaines. He's got 9 points, 6 of those coming in the second quarter. Jacob Grant and Weston Schaefer have 4 points each, and Logan Guess added a bucket to round out the scoring for Baxter Springs. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell. He's got 12 points, 10 of those coming in the first quarter. Next up, Aiden Damon has 7. Aiden Troike with 6. Alex Kester has 5. And Brett Clevenger added a bucket to round out the scoring for the Trojans. At the break, Girard up by 15.
No, these are the actual Trojans.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yep.
This looks like a much more organized effort, Jeff. This is some Beauty and the Beast, isn't it? I mean, my limited knowledge of Disney. This was right in my wheelhouse, though. This was right during the time when I was heavily subjected to Disney.
Right. I've got kids all the way from 25 to 7, but yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
Apparently my guess is better than yours. All right, we're going to step away for another break. We'll be back with more of the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kennar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kennar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings, leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, getting the second half underway here. Baxter will have the ball to begin the third quarter. Trojans leading by 15. Alexander into the lane working against Clevenger. Will kick back out to Schaefer. Now Gaines with it, elevates from the free throw line. Shot on the way, rolls off, no good. Rebound, Nigaman. Ahead to Kester, had an open drive. Now he'll drive. Has his shot blocked by Schaefer, but he'll head to the line to shoot a pair as the official whistled the foul there. And, you know, we saw a good block by Damon go Baxter's way. This good block by Schaefer goes Girard's way. And it sends Kester to the line to shoot a pair. First one's off the mark. First miss tonight from the free throw line by any Trojan. Kester hits a second. Alex has 6 points. Trojans by 16. Gaines to Schaefer. Back to Alexander. He'll pull up from the elbow. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound. Nigaman. That one poked away. McDowell gets it back and then tries to pass it to Nigaman. Then gets it to Kester. His shot off the glass is good. First one, not a good idea. Second one, good idea. Grant driving into the lane, elevates, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to get Tommy McDowell with this one, I believe. And they do. That's his first. Believe that, Jeff?
Yeah,
Tommy made it through the whole first half, not getting whistled for a foul. I say that he'll probably get 4 of them here in the third quarter.
Very possible.
First one missed by Grant. He's 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight. I'm sorry, 0 for 2. Now he's 1 for 3. I wasn't wrong, I was just seeing the future. Kester with it at the wing. You see Baxter extending that defense out. Now they've switched to man defense. And McDowell trying to get it to Clevenger, throws it away. Grant left alone. He'll take the shot. No good. Rebound. McDowell. It's knocked away by Guess. Lots of contact. No foul. It'll be Trojan basketball as Luke took a shot to the side of the head. Again, no foul.
I think I read Luke's lips that said, ow, that hurt.
Yeah. Like, have you ever seen a foul before? Clevenger. Now Nigaman back up top to Brett. Swing it around to Kester. On the blocks to Damon. Back out to Kester. He'll try the 3. Short of it. Guess with the rebound for Baxter. Trojans leading it by 17. Schaefer into the lane. Walked with it. Gives it up to Kester. Or to Guess. Shot on the way. And they're going to whistle a foul on the rebound. I didn't see it. And
got Damon.
I definitely didn't see that.
I guess they called it block it out too hard.
I don't know.
Aren't you allowed to get your rear end into them and
like I said,
hold
I
your
didn't
position?
see it. But inbound pass tipped around, ends up with Schaefer. Now back up top to Guess. Trojans had a shot at the steal. Now Gaines with it. He'll elevate for 3. No good. Rebound, Troike. Ahead to Damon on the wing, being guarded by Gaines. Goes for the steal. Can't come up with it. Now back up top to Kester. To McDowell in the corner. Shot on the way. High off the rim. Won't go. Rebound Grant. Guess with it now for Baxter. Under 5.5 to play here. Third quarter. Trojans by 17. Gaines with it. He's been the offense tonight for Baxter. Schaefer. Working off a screen from Guess. Out to Alexander. Back around to Grant. Back out to Schaefer. He'll try the 3. Off the mark. Rebound Troike. Kester, far side. 3 on the way is good. 11 points for Kester. Trojans by 20. Gaines into the lane, shot on the way, off the back iron, rebound Dressler. Damon down low to McDowell, off the glass and good. $14 points for McDowell, timeout on the floor. Full timeout, we'll take it as well. Trojans by 22. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
.424 to play in the third. Trojans by 22 over the Baxter Springs Lions.
The one thing you were right about, Josh, is after that halftime performance, crowd's about half.
Yeah.
They was all here to watch the tiny dancers.
The little tykes. Gaines with it, over to Grant. Up top to Alexander. Down low to Guess, working against Dressler. Blocks his shot, and Colton gets the ball back. Good defense that time by Dressler. Troike to McDowell, walked with it. Got to dribble it if you're going to move your feet that much, Tommy. Just excited there. Not quite sure what he wanted to do with it. And gives it back to Baxter as McDowell and Kester sit. Gaines with it now, being guarded by Troike. Over to Alexander. Trojans bringing a little bit of half-court trap action. Guess with it. Gets it up to Gaines, out to Schaefer, open for three, and he hits. That's the catch with that trap, as he can leave the outside shooters open. And Baxter manages to work it around until they can get it to Logan Schaefer. Or Weston Schaefer, I'm sorry, open for three. Troike with it now on the wing. He'll put it on the floor, back down to Dressler. Tries to get it to Clevenger, but loses control of it. Baxter ball coming the other way. Schaefer with it into the lane. Kicks it out to Alexander. Guess, now out to Gaines. He'll try the three, and he hits.
Uh-oh.
Trojans need to clamp down that perimeter defense. They're letting Baxter shoot their way back into this game. Clevenger with it. Nigaman up top to Damon. Troike, free throw line, back out to Clevenger. Back to Troike. Over the top to Nigaman.
Blocked it.
A shot blocked. Clevenger's shot blocked by Javen Alexander. It'll stay with the Trojans. Finally, something excites these Baxter fans sitting behind
blocks.
us.
That was pretty.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Neither Dressler nor Clevenger really elevated much for their shot. Wow. Dressler throws it away. Trying to get it down to Nigaman. And that shot at the elbow is open, and the Trojans keep passing on it to try and force the ball down low. Gaines with it. Trojans by 14, and that one turned over. Alexander trying to with the no-look pass to Schaefer. And the razzle-dazzle doesn't pay off for Baxter as they turn it over. Dressler will sit, and Aiden Damon will sit. Kester and McDowell check back into the game for Girard. Kester into the lane, oop and under is good.
Number 12, Alex Kester.
13 points for Kester. Trojans back up by 18. How long till a 3-year-old kicks our scoreboard camera?
Yeah, it won't be long.
Not long at all. Whistled that foul on Aiden Troike. That's his third. I'll get it down low to Guess. He's double teamed. Kicks it back out to Gaines. Long three on the way. It's good. Can't leave him. Can't leave him alone out there, Jess. Trojans giving up 9 points from beyond the arc against Baxter here. I think I'd make him do something down low before just giving him that 3-point bucket. Troike, he'll try the three. Off the mark. Rebound, Kester. Back up top to McDowell. Back around to Troike. He'll drive. And then he gets a blocking foul against Logan Guess. Troike hit hard. He doesn't land softly, Jess.
No,
he's all bones,
He
man.
might need to learn how to land better.
You might want to put some padding over there on the floor, maybe.
Thing about Aiden Troike, he's giving you about 110% and going about 110 mile an hour.
Got that foul on Guess. That's his third. Troike hits the first. Aiden's second shot off the mark. 7 points for Troike. Trojans by 16. Alexander will try three. No good. Rebound right to Alex Kester. Trojans with it now, under a minute to play, third quarter. Around to Kester on the wing. Elbow to Nigaman. Down the lane to Clevenger, and he's fouled. And we'll see who they whistle this one on. They get it on Alexander. That's his third. Third team foul on Baxter since Clevenger to the line to shoot a pair. Brett's first shot short. Scott Moore checks into the game for the first time tonight. Tommy McDowell will sit. As Coach Westcott starts to dig a little deeper into that bench. We've seen Ransom Bourne in tonight. Now Moore into the game. Clevenger hits the second one. He's got 3 points tonight. Trojans by 17. Alexander working against Clevenger. Gives it up to Schaefer, working against Troike. Has it poked away. Aiden comes away with the steal. Out ahead. On the run, the foul and the bucket. And Schaefer's going to be whistled with the foul. That's his second. And Troike to the line to complete the 3-point play. Troike hits. 10 points for Aiden Troike. Trojans by 20. Schaefer gives it up to Grant. Now Alexander on the wing. Over to Gaines. And he hits the three. 9 points in this third quarter, 18 points overall. Kester's shot close, but no cigar. Trojans lead it by 18 after three. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, You need Crochan.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Trojans have the ball to start the fourth quarter, leading it by 18. Damon open for three. He'll take it and hits. 10 points for Aiden Damon. Puts the Trojans back up by 20. Gaines, he'll try another three. Off the mark. Rebound, Troike. Down the lane, kicks out to Kester, open for three. Off the mark, rebound McDowell. Back out to Damon, he'll try a three. In and out, rebound Logan Guess. Baxter coming back with it here, trailing by 20. 7:15 to play in the game. Grant kicks it out to Schaefer, thought about a three, now he'll put it on the floor. Picks up his dribble, now gives it back up to Gaines, working against Kester. Schaefer working off a Gaines screen. He flops but doesn't get the call. And it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Baxter right in front of the Trojan student section, who are very politely, quietly standing there.
Like they're supposed to.
Well-behaved group. Schaefer with it on the wing. Way up top, around to Grant. One might say artificially docile, Jess.
Yep.
Alexander with it on the wing. Driving baseline, elevates, gives it up to Guess. Up top to Schaefer. He'll put it on the floor. Takes a couple big steps down the lane. They're going to say he's fouled on the floor. And they're going to get Luke Niggeman with this one. That's Luke's first. Into Grant, over the top, shot won't go, putback won't go, and the third chance goes. Filling the rebound column of that stat sheet. Gets two there, and finally the third shot attempt goes for Jacob Grant. And the Trojan lead down to 18. Damon with it, gives it up on the wing to McDowell. Cross court, Troike for three. And he's fouled on the shot attempt by Peyton Gaines. Fouled the three-point shooter.
You don't see that called very often.
That's his first, and it's a whopper because it's going to give Aiden Troike 3 free throws. Troike 2 for 3 from the stripe tonight, make that 2 for 4.
50%.
And at free throws, that's not good.
Not good.
If it was like hitting in baseball, you go to the Hall of Fame.
Perfect, almost.
It's the second one.
I can't do 3 for 5, so we'll have to wait for him to do one more here.
Just 3 for 5 is 60%.
Okay.
And he hits 2 out of 3 on that trip. He's 4 for 5 on the night, 80%.
Yep.
Trojans back up by 20. Timeout on the floor here with 6 minutes. Is it 30?
Yep, 30 seconds.
Well, and we're staying right here.
$20-point lead, 6 minutes to go, Josh Lettner.
Well, Trojans probably going to pick up 2 wins to finish the regular season, and that's all fine and well, but it doesn't do them any favors in that sub-state seeding. I don't think they'd be able to move much up or down one way or another.
No, the boys would have to go down. Everybody else below would have to win.
Right, and that I don't know that that's happening. Galena boys playing the Columbus boys tonight, but that one doesn't really matter as far as the Trojans concerned. What really matters is Frontenac, Cherryvale, those games, Riverton. Schaefer with it on the wing, working against Troike, gives it up. Some new faces in the game here as that's Briar Simpson checked in. Schaefer will try the three, off the mark, rebound by Nigaman. Luke gives it up, top of the key to Damon. They'll swing it around to McDowell, far side. Back up top to Nigaman. McDowell thought about a three, now kicks it. Damon to the elbow to Kester, right into traffic, and kicks it back out after he got poked in the eye, maybe. Nigaman with it, in trouble, looking for help, gives it up to Kester. Into the corner to McDowell, long two, no good. Rebound tipped around, Tommy gets it back, and the putback is good. Followed his shot, got the rebound. 16 points for McDowell, Trojans by 22. Gaines pulls up, quick three, no good. Rebound, Luke. Over to Damon. McDowell, Trojans slowing it down here offensively. They had some obvious open looks there. Luke with it on the baseline, back up top to McDowell. Thought about a three and then forces it back down to Luke. Dangerous pass. Troike over to Damon. Nigaman down the lane, steps through, can't get the shot to go. Rebound comes down to Jacob Grant. Working against McDowell, he has a shot rejected. Back the other way comes Troike. Ahead to Nigaman, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Troike, put back is good. Nigaman hit the floor pretty hard, he looks to be okay. And the Trojans by 24. Simpson gives it up to Alexander. Three on the way, missed everything. There's timeout on the floor. A whole entire line change for Baxter as they run down the colors and send in the reserves. And here in just a minute, you expect to see more of the same from Coach Westcott. As Scott Moore getting ready to check in here probably on the next stoppage along with Ransom Bourne. Maybe we'll see Levi Blair in the game as well here for Girard. McDowell with it on the baseline. Back up top to Clevenger. Damon with it. Gives it up to Troike. Clevenger. Troike in the lane. Down low to Dressler. Up and in. Colton Dressler's first bucket of the game. Troike sits. McDowell sits. Nigaman sits. Kester sits. Aiden Damon will sit. So we got Levi Blair, Ransom Bourne, Brett Clevenger, Scott Moore, and Colton Dressler in the game right now for Girard. Baxter with the ball. This is Gage Maggard. Carson Mazzocco. Shot on the way from Maggard, no good. Rebound, Dressler. Ransom Bourne will bring it up for the Trojans. Up top to Dressler, swing it around to Blair. Now Clevenger with it. Moore on the elbow, into the lane, kicks out to Blair. Over the top to Moore. Off the glass and good. Scott Moore into the scorebook. His first bucket. Trojans getting close. They're leading it by 28. Getting close to 30 here. Pass tipped away by Clevenger. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Baxter. Siler Sammons checks into the game, replacing Clevenger. got the start tonight here on senior night.
Played well, too.
Yep, Brett finishes with 3 points and a heck of a defensive effort tonight. Carson Mazzocco. That's Tyler Frazier. Now Maggard with it. He'll drive into the lane, kicks over, shot on the way from Zach Price. No good. Trojans with it. Blair up top to Salmons. And Ransom Bourne with the shot. He's into the scorebook tonight. Trojans by 30. Under 2 minutes to play here. What a night on senior night. Exactly the kind of game you want to see out of your team. And right now, most importantly for the Trojans, not a single senior on the floor. Shot won't go. Moore with the rebound. Under a minute and a half now. Bourne to Blair. Salmons into the corner to Dressler. Looking down low. His pass tipped away, but Bourne gets it back. And he'll back it out. Slow things down for the Trojans. Back out to Blair. Around to Salmons. Into the corner to Dressler. Back out top to Blair. Now under a minute. Blair down low. Off the glass is good. Almost everybody scored tonight for the Trojans. Except Luke Nigaman. He had a big night the other night against Frontenac.
Luke probably still doubled with assists.
Oh, probably. He leads the team in assist to turnover ratio and rebounds. Blair with the steal and the run out and the bucket. 4 points for Blair. Trojans by 34, excuse me. Math gets hard when you get up into the 30s, Jess.
Yeah, the odd numbers. I like even numbers.
I like single numbers. Lawson with it. And he'll just dribble it out. And this one ends. Trojans take it 68-34 over the Baxter Springs Lions. Trojans will improve to a 12-7 on the year. Baxter falls to 4-12. Trojans will be back in action Tuesday night when they travel to the field house to take on the Colgan Panthers. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans come out on top tonight by 34 over the Baxter Springs Lions. The girls won the opener 64-24 over Baxter, so Trojans get the sweep both on the boys and the girls side of basketball this year. Over Baxter Springs, we do want to let you know that our post-game show is brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the right coverage for your personal or business needs. To learn more, call 620-670-4590, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Well, the boys win this one going away. Let's take a look at some of those game totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car's anything less than totaled, just take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. First for the Baxter Springs Lions. They're led in scoring by Peyton Gaines. He finished with 18 points on the night. Next up, Jacob Grant and Weston Schaefer finished with 7 points each. And Logan Guess added a bucket to round out the scoring for Baxter Springs tonight. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell. He finished with 16. Aiden Troike had 14. Alex Kester finished with 13. Aiden Damon had 10. Levi Blair added 4 points. Brett Clevenger had 3. And Colton Dressler, Ranson Bourne, and Scott Moore added a bucket each to round out the scoring for the Girard Trojans. But not a bad night, Jess, offensively. 1, 2, 3, 4 Trojans in double figures as we bring you in here. And, man, they just needed a win like this. You felt like, gosh, they'd had so many tough games here down the stretch. That loss on the road to Columbus and then the overtime loss Tuesday night to Frontenac. And the Trojans certainly had their chances there. And just good to see them finally clamp down and just put somebody to bed this season, and I think that'll help them as they go on the road for their final game of the season and on into sub-state.
Right, I wholeheartedly agree, and it was good to see Aiden Damon maybe get his stroke back a little bit. He looked good, better shooting the ball.
Good to see Aiden Troike being so aggressive.
Right, heading to the rim. Tommy McDowell finished some plays. I mean, they would just look stronger under the rim. They overall, what a good effort defensively. I know Baxter's a good three-point shooting team, so they're going to get theirs. So I thought they did a good job overall. It was just a great team win.
And, you know, you look at Baxter out on the court warming up, you're like, how do these guys only have 5 wins this season?
They're
they're long and tall, and they got a good ball handler and Gaines and
one senior on the team. They're all sophomores.
Right. They're going to be tough to deal with next year, I think, for a lot of people, because Galena is going to lose some people next year. Girard's losing a lot of people next year.
We saw our team finish the game, next year's team right there.
Yeah, so. Columbus is losing some dudes as well, so really could be Baxter's year next year.
Really
to make
could
some
be.
Noise.
Yep.
All right, we'll step away and take a break. We'll be back with more of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance show, post-game show. Maybe get a chance to talk to Coach Westcott. Maybe not.
Maybe
Senior
not.
night. We didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Herlocker as he was understandably spending time with his team tonight. And if we don't talk to the coaches, we'll certainly nab them after the Colgan game. But we're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, So be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back one final time. Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans come out on top by 34 on the boys' side, and almost that much by 40 on the girls' side. And they sweep Baxter Springs, both the girls and the boys, this season in basketball. Trojans back in action Tuesday night on the road at the Fieldhouse at St. Mary's Colgan for a doubleheader there. We'll have that for you here on Girard Sports Live. And then the following week, that Monday night, Sub-State starts, and sometime late next week we'll know who plays who, when, and where. Well, we'll know where. It's going to be here, and we'll have it for you here on Girard Sports Live. So for Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Ledner saying thanks for joining us. Trojans win it tonight on boys and girls side against Baxter Springs. See you Tuesday night against Colgan. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crockhand, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.